So, love is really strong these days. I truly feel like there are so many people going to be coming into a sacred and divine union. Like, it's just been so strong. So, let me know down below if you have been feeling it because the energy is so strong these days. And I am recording this in July, so I am specifically talking about the month of July and even going into August, so the summer months. But obviously, if you're watching this at a later time, then it is meant for you, just because I do believe that we don't stumble on videos randomly. There's always a message in here for you. But if you are watching right now, I do feel like the energy is so strong in the month of July and August. And I've said this in two of my other videos earlier, how like the summer, something about the summer is definitely a new cycle, a new beginning in many different areas of your life, but especially in love. So, again, I was trying to tune into what today's message will be about, and lo and behold, it's about love. And I wanted to get into this one because I was tuning into like your divine counterpart's energy. And it was really interesting. And again, it's just like it's going to be a mirror of everything that you have been through. But you are the one that led the way, right? So you will know if this is for you if you've been doing a lot of work on yourself, you've been going through a lot of purges, closing out chapters and cycles in your life, and you've come to an inner balance, to an inner union within yourself. So, if you're watching right now, you've already done the work. Like, you've already closed out these chapters and cycles. And you right now are feeling really calm. And it's an interesting kind of calm because you even have said to yourself that if this was a previous and younger version of yourself, you would have acted completely differently. Like, you were more impulsive, impatient, you weren't trustful of the process, and you've done so much growth, like so much growth. And I'm really proud of you. If no one's told you that, if you haven't said that to yourself, I'm proud of you because this wasn't easy, especially doing it on your own. And you have done that. You've done so much work that you yourself can feel it. You yourself can actually see all the growth that you have done. And truly, it's like, it's really interesting. So, again, this is resonating with you that you've done all this work and you're doing it to become like this better and higher version of yourself, which is really your truth, like the truest version of yourself. You've just been shedding things that no longer serve you, where before you were living in survival. And through this process of alchemizing everything that no longer served you, you're you're coming into this most authentic version of yourself. Like, think Phoenix rising vibes, right? The caterpillar turning into the butterfly, Phoenix rising. You've completely transformed, where a lot of people, old people in your life, wouldn't recognize you. Like, they'd be like, whoa, you are different, right? But you know that. You don't need that validation from anyone else. You know that within yourself because you can feel it. And you went, like I said, through this process to alchemize, to become this higher version of yourself, and to finally start living a life that you've always were destined for and you always dreamt of. And yeah, it's like this life of freedom, slow living, really living in the present moment, living your ultimate expression and mission and purpose in life. And you're at this point where it's like your external still hasn't caught up with the internal, but you're not allowing that to bother you because you have found the peace and wholeness within. It's a very like you are a phoenix. You are a phoenix because not many people can come to this point of alchemizing, transmuting, and then like looking on their outer reality, their life, and being like, it's not matching up to what I feel. But that's because you've shedded so much, and the 3D always takes longer to catch up with the internal, and you know that. And you're at this place of stillness, and you've done so much work on yourself where you feel like, well, I'm so at peace. Like, I finally feel peace. I finally feel wholeness. I finally feel love. And there's nothing outside of me that's dictating that. Like, you're there. That's huge. Huge. And again, it's like other people looking at your life will be like, don't get why you feel that way. Your life still looks like a mess and it's crumbling and blah, blah, blah. And you've lost a lot. And where have you gained? And it's like they don't get that you had a lot of healing to do, a lot of healing, a lot of transmutation, shedding, and rebalancing your inner state. And you know, like you can feel it in your bones that this new beginning, this new cycle is starting for you. Your outside reality just has to catch up to what you feel internally. And yeah, you've just come to a place of utter peace, of complete utter peace, and knowing that it will happen, and you are not allowing your outside circumstances to dictate what you feel internally. So you can just, you feel it, you know it, you feel it inside of your bones, your cells, that there's going to be a turning point so soon. And this is what I mean that you've come into inner union. So that's balancing the masculine and feminine energies within yourself. You have done that. You have done that. Where, you know, you've really connected with your feminine, of really enjoying the presence, stillness, of alchemizing the shadows, and the masculine has come into balance with containing that, of holding that structure, holding that vision, because you know you're headed there. Like, you know. And so you're at peace and just waiting for that outer reality to catch up with what you know inside. So you're there. Like, if you're watching, you are there. And because of that inner union within yourself, what do you think is going to happen? Your outside will have to match that. Meaning, you're calling in your divine counterpart to mirror back all the work that you have done, your inner union, your inner balance of masculine and feminine. So this person will be balanced themselves. It's just going to be so beautiful. But what I was gathering from when I was really tuning into this was you led the way. And it's almost like you had to, because that's when you put out the signal into the field, and it has to reorganize itself and then match you where you are. But you had to lead it. And because you've done that, you have affected the field, the quantum field, and people that were meant and are meant to come into your life have been affected by that. and now are coming into balance themselves. So this person, either you've just met them or you're about to meet them very, very soon because of this work that you have done. And you know this, like you can feel this. You can feel this inside of you. So you're very calm about it, about finally meeting this person. But what I gathered was they have went through a rebirth themselves, and they really had to be in the darkness, in the stillness, to understand who they truly are and who they are becoming, what their vision, what their purpose is, what they truly want. So it's, yeah, this like aligns with my recent like love message. It's, they're going to mirror the work that you have done because you've sent out and affected the field this way. So yeah, they are coming. They're just, it's like a little bit of a delay on their part. Like I said, you had to lead the way, and they're coming out of their own cave, their own shadows, because they had to catch up with you. And they shedded, they were alchemizing, they were starting to understand what really this life means to them and where they're headed, what they truly want. And it's almost like they did live a life of not being integral, of not being whole, of choosing a lot of things that weren't actually great for them in their life. But they had to go through that in order to learn what they actually want. And so now they're at a place where they are shedding and closing out chapters and cycles and letting certain people go that no longer align with them and the life that they want to lead. Like they are coming into complete integrity with who they want to be for the rest of their lives, pretty much, and what kind of life they want to lead. They're being so integral that they are weeding things out from their external that no longer matches that, because they realize that that is actually causing an effect in their life. And so they're cleaning, they're in the process of coming out of realizing all of this and out of their own shadows, and now cleaning out the debris in their life, and then realizing that they are meant to find someone who has done that same level amount of work and build something with them. Like they are, when you meet them, they're also going to be like, I have changed so much. Like you're meeting a completely different version of myself. And you're going to be like, well, yeah, that's the same thing. Like we are mirroring each other. You guys are going to mirror. But like I said, you've led the way and caused the field to reorganize. And that's why this person had to do the work, had to alchemize their stuff. And yeah, it's going to be a really passionate, beautiful, fiery relationship. And the reason for the passion and the purpose, well, the reason for the passion and that fiery, passionate energy is because there's a purpose behind your union. There's a purpose of building something really beautiful that will impact society and humanity. Like both of you have this bigger mission, this bigger calling, and it can only come truly together now when the both of you get together and put your energies together to make this happen, to cause this shift, to impact humanity in the right way. And again, it's because of your inner unity. So the number that was coming out with this, meaning like for you, is 11 and 22. So 11 is that inner unity within yourself, the masculine, feminine, balancing and harmonizing those energies. And the 22 is the reflection out in your outer reality, meaning that's the person that you are calling in that's going to mirror your inner unity, your your inner unity of masculine and feminine energies. That's beautiful. Like, you've never experienced that before, ever, ever. This is something new and next level. And again, it's because of all the work that you have done. So really congratulate yourself. And the person that you're calling in, when I was tapping in, it was crazy because I used a deck, and it was 4 cards that came out, and both cards equaled 5 and 11. So 2 cards were like 11 and the other 2 were 5. So 5 is representative of change, and they're coming into inner unity. Like, this is beautiful and next level. And truly, it's like a relationship where a lot of people will be in awe of, and will be very like, how how did this happen for you? And you will get to tell your story. Like, you could be someone who will be helping others to come into their own inner unity, so that they can be so that they can meet someone who can mirror that back, right? It's just oh my god, restoring balance within ourselves, because now we are realizing to restore balance within ourselves, masculine, feminine, is how we restore balance in the outside, in humanity, in the world. And more people are actually coming into that and understanding how important it actually is. Yeah, this is beautiful, and this is coming in. So I feel like that's the message. Like, I am so excited for you. And please let me know down below how this resonated with you. Come back and let me know if you finally have met your reflection. Literally your mirror, in another person. Let me know, because I think this is an amazing time, and it really does feel like more and more people are coming into this inner unity, so that, again, the outside can just mirror that. Like, they're coming into that inner unity so that they can experience that in an actual union with another person. Beautiful. It's beautiful. It is beautiful. All right, guys, I'm sending you so much love. Please let me know down below how this resonated, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.